You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Walking Dead After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Walking Dead After Show.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. They say Bing is for doing, and we are doing our finale podcast for Walking Dead Season 2 finale. I'm your host, John Comerford. I'm joined in the studio by Keven Undergaro. Say hi to everybody out there, Kevin.
Hello, everyone.
And, of course, Matt Andrea is joining us again. Thank you for coming back, Matt. It's good to have you.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is good.
In the booth, we got Big Ben.
Yep. Last week.
Oh, what do you mean? Yeah, Bengineer.
Bengineer, Big Ben.
Bengineer, subbing for poor Phil Svitek, who is just working on our website and to get what is the scam they're pulling? Trying to get people to vote for Maria on Dancing with the Stars?
They're getting Manough ready. The Manough
Team Manough is prepping.
Manough is prepping for Dancing with the Stars
to give you instructions on how to vote for Maria.
Yeah,
please, if you guys like AfterBuzz, you want this to keep going, vote for Maria.
Yeah, because
hopefully
really
that. Yeah, that'll keep her off our back.
That'll keep the doors open.
Yeah,
keep the lights on.
Yeah, she's gonna be great.
I mean, Maria's not a dancer.
Terrific.
She's not.
But she's going to look fabulous. She's going to be great.
He's supposed to be amazing. Yeah. As a partner.
He's a terrific partner.
He also takes away all the girls. He has affairs with them. So how's that work out for me?
That's perfect.
Not so good.
No.
Maybe.
So
or maybe good.
All right. But so it's a finale episode, exciting episode. I would say this one, I mean, the way it opened up, first of all, it opened up with us seeing the walkers' perspective. We got to see them, the helicopter, the whole thing.
And they followed the helicopter.
They folled the helicopter, which is a strange thing.
What does that mean to you guys?
I don't know, but and not only did they follow them,
they're easily amused by shiny things. So
that's
like
right.
Fish.
Yeah, exactly. Shiny thing up
do
in
you
the
think
sky.
That's it? Plain and simple?
No, I don't think so, because we've never seen them do anything. We've never seen them follow any other contraption. It's like, and we've never even seen them look up.
So you're saying they don't follow cars that drive around?
May I ask
we've never seen them
our Bengineer? Bengineer, why are they following the helicopter?
Loud noises.
Loud noises?
Simple, that's it.
I think they're attracted to noise. Like, they turn for the gunshots, they turn for the chopper.
All right, so they follow the loud noise.
So may I offer this?
Okay.
So they're following for the noise, but symbolically speaking, is it looking up to the sky? Because we're having religious references now. About that this is the dead coming back to life.
Yeah,
like Christ predicted.
We did that whole scene with Herschel. Yeah, he had a resurrection of the
and
dead.
of course,
I think they were just trying to say somebody has a helicopter. Maybe something's going on.
But where
it could very well be that. You're right. No, you're probably right.
I think that was more interesting for me is where the hell did a helicopter come from? We've not seen anything like this.
We've seen nothing in the sky.
It's military or just some.
The other thing that was interesting is because they obviously did a flashback. We went back in time to at some point, and then they saw, and then it all seemed that all of them started to herd towards this thing. But the helicopter's long gone by then, so something was propelling them to continue. And it wasn't just that helicopter, because that helicopter was long gone.
There was also a mention somewhere in the episode, and I wish I remember what character said it, but that they're hurting, that they're coming.
Well, Maggie had used the term a couple of times, hurting.
They're hurting.
Right.
And we noticed, and I hope this was a conscious effort and not just a mistake, but they're moving faster.
Right. They are. And also thought after the barn burned down.
They're power walkers at best.
Exactly.
At best. Okay, but
it was interesting because
it's an upgrade.
Here's the thing. Andrea is running through the woods, and usually you run and you're away in 10 seconds because they can't follow you. She's tired. She's been running for miles and they're still following her.
Yeah, that scene was a little weird.
That was a little odd. But that was speaking
But is
to
that
Kevin's
bad
point.
writing, or is that they're evolving and getting better?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if they're evolving, then that would speak to that. Because
I think that was just a convenience of a shot, like to get her running, and then by the time she leaves frame, zombies are in frame.
But it would have been better if she kept running into them rather than them chasing her. Because that part I didn't buy.
Solution, writing-wise.
Exactly. Yeah. But I thought more than that is when that barn burned down, they seemed to then they seemed to keep going. They seemed like they were going in a specific direction. That's what it seemed like. Did you guys get that sense?
And
when the barn was burning?
Because the barn burned down, and then they moved past the house, and they just kept going, even though everybody had already gone. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I did notice that, and I also noticed that once.
But they all went in different directions. That's
once
my point.
the humans were gone.
Yeah.
It went back to business as usual. They went back to the moping.
Yeah, they did go back to the moping a bit.
Rick Engineer, what do you think?
I don't know what to think, really.
Okay. What were you going to say,
so
Matt?
much for
some keen insight.
Yeah, so much for that big IQ you have.
I'm on the edge of my seat for the next one.
I mean, really, what good is having like a 140, 150 IQ at 15?
Well,
I'm starting to be grateful I was born stupid.
30. I figured they were just like, oh well, food's gone.
Yeah,
as well just chill
but
here.
okay, so you guys didn't get the sense that I did, that because everybody was moving, all the cars are moving in different directions, but they seem to be going in one direction, which I was feeling the same thing as they were going to the helicopter. It wasn't just the helicopter; they seemed to be going in a certain direction.
Maybe I
did feel that way.
I don't know. I know that when Rick set the barn on fire.
Yeah.
And then whoever it was, I don't know if it was Herschel specifically, but somebody said, the barn's on fire, they're going toward it. The zombies are going toward it. And then he told T-Dog or one of the other guys in the Winnebago, I think he told them, to go around to the other side of the barn and start catching them and shooting them and pegging them off from over there as they were going through it. And I just assumed that when you set the zombies on fire, they have to sit there and burn for a while so their brains melt, right? Because you can't. It's just
at some point, you can't. But here's the thing: is why? Because we saw the great shot. Carl and Rick are out in the field, and they're all moving like this, and they just keep moving. How did they know to go there? There was no loud sound to draw them to that.
Yes, there was.
What was?
There was a gunshot.
There was the gunshot.
Yeah, I know, but they're already moving beyond that before that gunshot, weren't they?
Well, they had to have been because they couldn't have got there that quickly.
That's my point. They were already moving.
That's true. They were moving in one direction.
That's what I'm saying. They were moving. They were migrating. That's what it seemed like to me. It wasn't just herding. They were migrating.
Usually they're just wandering around, but this time
it seemed like there was a purpose to it, and they kept intonating it like something's going on. They're moving.
Yeah, making too much noise on the farm.
Well, but one of the characters had said something to that effect, like that they're. That they are that something that intonates that they are migrating. There is a purpose to this.
I'm hoping
something's different
because then it means there's some more plan to this whole thing. It's not just so
you're saying
random.
There is some on some higher level. The zombies are going in some direction.
As to why, I don't know if it's part of the thing that's in their system.
Clearly, smell isn't an issue because they hide on one side of the truck, and if they don't make a noise, zombies don't get them. But clearly,
baffled.
Clearly, everyone on this show must smell awful.
Yeah, but they seem to be migrating towards something.
I was happy that these are like D characters were killed.
Yeah, we were all excited about it. We were cheering.
Yeah,
and even though we've been watching the show for I don't know how many episodes, who the hell is Jimmy?
Like, we still don't know if he's an in-law or he's got to be an in-law because Herschel didn't
brings
seem
me
to care
back to the
much
original Star Trek with some of the
security
guards and the red uniforms.
Exactly.
You know, our henchman number 2.
God, yeah.
It's like, okay, but that takes us to it because this, for me, this is what you want the show to be about. A lot of action, a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
A couple of detours I didn't think we need to make, but overall, you even said, I think we were 15 minutes in, you're going, first break, and we've only had 7 words.
Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, and you didn't need any of them.
Nope.
You didn't need a lot of talkie-talkie.
You know, it's what I wanted a season finale to be, in my opinion. I thought it was good. It was lots of action. They, and they set it up for now. Here's the next thing. The barn is gone. We know that they're not going to go back.
They're not going to be on the farm. Thank God they're off the farm.
Finally, I know that was a big thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Benjineer and
so
crew wanted. Yeah,
finally off the farm. You know, and then
once you get them off the farm, you can never go back.
They got off the farm. They went back to the highway.
Yeah,
and I'm for obvious reasons, I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, they have this really crappy Suburban from 25 years ago, and they just parked it next to one that's only 5 years old.
Yeah,
and 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh, we ran out of gas and this thing is crap and we can't drive it. It's like, come on. There's like 17 other good cars out there. It's like,
you're right. Why didn't we siphon some gas?
This is what I don't understand. I mean, you're right there. All these cars here. I mean, you're going to run out. Why didn't you get the tanks? I mean,
siphon the gas, take a different car.
Simple writing. The herd comes.
Exactly. And
or all the gas is gone because they've already been pilfered.
Siphoned, which is fine, which is great. But you know, they've been through this enough to know they just look stupid when they don't do stuff like that.
You have such a great show. It's like, come on, just go.
They didn't take the Gatorade on the hood of the Mustang too. You know, the care package they left for Sophia like 20 episodes ago.
It's still there.
Yeah. Sophia, wait here. Yeah. And the Gatorade is sitting there. Yeah. They just hauled ass and ran from the house.
And they have no supplies, and then nobody
we didn't take the Gatorade.
Yeah. You know, as I watch it, it's like, I don't know. When do you just, if this was you guys, when do you just kill yourselves and everyone? Like, when do you really? Would you really not just put the gun in your mouth?
I don't know. I mean, seriously, because you know, but there's such a huge survival instinct. I'm sure that would kick in because your adrenaline and
they've been moving along, and I got notes here on my iPhone this time. Yeah. So they've been moving along based off of hope of a better place, a way to survive.
Right.
You know, maybe Rick pissed in their Cheerios when he said, "We're all already infected." So maybe that's going to change the game a little bit.
Yeah, now since you opened up the door, we got to walk in. We got to walk in.
You know, I'm not going in order, by the way.
No, that's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's fine. I do not get this. Why are they so pissed at him? Who gives a crap? Ooh, go ahead.
I don't have an answer to that. Okay. I just want to go off.
Go.
All right. Do you guys notice when you're in movies today?
Yeah.
In every movie, and John, you know, because you're the best in town when it comes to script doctoring, but you know, you have the classic 3-act structure.
Yeah.
Almost to the point, it's hard to enjoy a movie now because you always know where it's going. Right. But if it's a good movie, you ignore it. Yeah, but you ever notice with a bad movie, it's almost like you look at your watch, you go, okay, cue the rain, and then comes the rain, and like, oh, wait, everything was going so good. Oh, no, this is the part where the two characters now have to fight. And oh, wait, I didn't know. I thought you liked me for who I was. Oh, yeah, and I thought you liked me for the... Yeah, well, fine. And then it's like, oh, God. And then, to me, in those fabricated moments in bad movies that you know are coming, really? This is like a reason to stop talking to this guy that's like totally held them together, totally... been a masochist, and it's like to protect them. He doesn't tell them, and that And
what difference would it make? And why do you give a crap?
I really would have preferred if some organ came in and went dun dun dun, like a bad soap opera. It's like, oh come on, let's find another reason to create conflict,
or at least do it organically, where it doesn't go signpost. Okay, we're gonna have our argument here.
So now I'm gonna be because really. Would you be mad at him for holding that back?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
and by the way, how does it change anything?
I know, exactly.
How does it change anything? So it's in us. So it means what? We're all going to kill each other now?
Yeah. Except what about the baby? Lori,
what about the baby?
What about the baby?
So
Baby's going to be born.
Some cool, like alien baby, like in V. Remember that series?
Or that'd be interesting. Baby
a zombie baby.
Engineer
baby might be a zombie baby.
Engineer, what? Do you really think that? Or are you doing shtick?
No, I don't think that. I think.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm saying, like, why would that information upset them? So it's in you. It's in all of us.
And it didn't seem one more bummer thing.
And it didn't seem genuine to happen right then.
It's not.
That's the thing you're worried about now.
Yeah. Right.
You just came off this thing. And you care about that.
And you all found each other and you're together.
Yeah.
But, oh, wow, Rick held us
back
from him.
How could you do that?
Yeah, how could you not tell us that we all have this virus in us that doesn't affect us now? It only affects us if we're dead. And if we're dead, it's over.
That's right.
They got to get mad at them. If they all got along agree on
that's
everything,
what I'm mad about.
Yeah.
It's that bullshit of like, oh, let's look at our watches. We got a season finale. We need a cliffhanger. Yeah. Okay, let's make everyone mad at Rick. So find something else.
I can absolutely believe that somebody or two or three of them are going to be pissed for whatever God knows what reason. Or they're projecting because they're pissed about this.
Or be a little freaked out that he killed Shane. A little bit.
But what pisses me off is that nobody went, who the crap, what difference does it make? Nobody said.
Nobody.
It's all them against Rick to put him in this position of the outsider, and that just was like,
so when do we get to like?
And even though he brought it up, there's clearly bigger issues at hand right
now.
I would expect somebody like Daryl to at least say, all right, there's one more crappy thing to what we got going on here, but this isn't something that's
far down the list of priorities.
We'll move this to later.
They're looking at him.
Yeah.
Over this, like, anyway.
Yeah.
And then Lady Macbeth. Yeah. Like, you told him it was like not even like 2 seasons ago. 3 episodes ago. You've got to kill this guy.
You have to kill Shane.
Then, you dumbass. Yeah. You flip the other way and basically get your husband almost killed by telling Shane, hey, you know what? Maybe we can have something.
Yes.
In so many words, subtext, and he's like, okay, I got the green light. I'm gonna whack your guy, and we're going to be together.
I'm surprised he didn't turn around and be like, come on, this is what you wanted.
Right.
You know?
I mean, it's like, why would he say that? Why would he say, wait a second, you crazy broad, you told me 3 episodes ago to kill him.
Yeah.
You said he's going to kill me, so he was going to kill me.
Right.
I killed him.
Yeah.
You think I'm happy about that? I killed my best friend. You know, I know what, but get your hands off me.
Yeah, that part is that was the worst moment. I was like,
when he was given his like soap opera daytime Emmy speech, you know, looking away at looking at the camera, and she's kind of behind him, and it's just like they never And then she starts to let him go, and my initial thought is that's her like, oh, my plan's coming together face,
right?
And she wasn't really mad until until Carl got involved, until the kid, because she's all about protecting the kid, but she doesn't care about anything else.
Yeah, you're mad because your son defended your husband's life.
Saved your husband's life, and you're mad.
And he knows how to defend himself now.
Let's create conflict.
Exactly.
For the season finale.
And it just made absolutely no sense. And I was like, what are you sticking this thing
now I
in
want
here?
her to die.
Yeah.
No.
And it makes no sense, and it just ruins it just really, the show's going great, and all of a sudden it's like, oh.
And then one more step, so my third thing that just bothered me, so I was happy, I loved this episode, I was having so much fun with it. I didn't, but the third thing that irked me was then Rick's spiral out into madness.
Yeah. Well, he's upset about killing his best friend.
Which I get.
Unnecessary.
He should have killed Lori, kept Shane. It would have been fine.
He didn't need to handle it that way.
Benjamin, speak your piece.
He's talking to the whole group in that like I did this for you, like I'm so pissed off way.
Yeah.
And really,
he actually said, "I did this for you."
Yeah. But
even though
he did it because Shane was going to murder him.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't he just kind of go over that?
Well,
little
and the
detail?
other thing that makes this worse, for me, he just said all that to his wife. To say it all again, and he just looked whiny.
Right.
And
he could have come in and said, "Listen, I just talked to my wife. I have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
He died. He was gonna come kill me.
Yeah.
I'm in charge
I got him
here.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, if any of you have a problem with it, then I will gladly step down.
Yeah, that's right.
And I will go off on my own.
Absolutely.
What's it gonna be? Let's go around the room. Am I in charge or not? And if I am in charge, you will all listen to me.
Yeah.
If I'm not, I'm out.
Pick somebody else.
Say it that way.
That would have been perfect.
Thank you, Bengineer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You don't agree? I say get rid of Lori. Should have kept Shane. Kill Lori, kept Shane. It would have been like
keep your boy.
It would have been
agree.
like why two dads?
Got a wingman.
Plus, there's plenty of other women on that farm.
Right. Yeah.
Sons.
Clearly.
By the way, at what point do you bang a zombie? Does it ever get like does the motorcycle gang? I wonder if they tie one of them up and have sex with them.
It's dangerous. So if you do, you need one of those pet ones with the no arms that we saw. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, I'm so excited! Oh,
we talked about it last week.
Goodness, am I
excited
to talk
about? If they killed Shane, like,
yes.
hey, it would have been funny if they like trained him to be a good zombie, and kept him in the barn, and he was like their mercenary. And now we have
we have the samurai pulls out the sword and everything.
Before we get into that, can I interject something else?
Absolutely.
This is a page out of the great Adam Carolla's book. We don't.
I haven't read his book actually.
We don't really. Look, this is a page out of his symbolic book, not the actual book.
Okay.
We don't ask for much here at AfterBuzz, do we?
No, we don't.
We don't. In fact, we give.
Yes.
And we give.
That's all we do is give.
And we give. And we give.
And you watch a lot of TV.
And we watch a lot of TV, and we give. And we give our time, and we give money. And we don't ask for much. In fact, we don't even litter it up with commercials. We have one little commercial, that's basically so we can pee.
Yeah.
But it's not advertising any product. Can you just go to iTunes, please, and leave us some comments to our shows?
That's it. That's all we need.
A few star ratings, and tell a friend about us. That's it. Just tell a friend. Like, you know what? There's this cool network called AfterBuzz TV. They're online.
Check them out.
Check them out. They do after shows for your favorite TV shows. Maybe they do your show. Maybe they do your favorite show. Yeah. And you know what else you can say? Because you're here. Why don't you go and listen to CarCast on the Adam Carolla Network? And listen to
we would
Matt
appreciate that.
That's all we're asking.
Go to acecarcast.com.
acecarcast.com.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not asking for much. Anyway, I'll let you guys get back to your little like after show you're doing.
I appreciate that.
That's all.
That's a good interjection though. But we have to talk about Andrea's because they were really making her out to be this kick-ass chick.
She's the chick Shane now, right?
But not as crazy. She's dead on shot. She keeps her cool.
Yeah.
She saves Carol. I mean, she does all kinds of things. She's running through.
I really wanted Carol to die. Sorry.
Yeah, you did. You really did want to have that Carol.
Yeah.
Engineer, you wanted her out?
Yeah, she's annoying me.
Yeah,
you know, even if if we were low on gas and we just wanted to save weight, dump her out of the car. Probably 3 or 4 more miles you get out of the car.
There you go. That's nice.
You know, just anything you got to do to get rid of her.
I can live without her.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted them to. I didn't want Andrea to die. I can't believe it.
No, I'm really glad for many reasons.
I'll tell you why I didn't. Not necessarily because I like the character so much, which I can take her or leave her. But at least they were doing something.
She
with
does
the character.
She's not useless like some of them. Are just,
exactly.
Just there.
It's like they're trying to do something with it.
Yeah,
so it's
there's
like
the little blonde girl that tried to kill herself a few episodes ago, and now she's just like she just sits around and hugs people. By the way, that was funny when they all met back at the highway, and Carl's hugging the mom and
Herschel's hugging the daughters,
and T-Dog standing there by himself going, I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got nobody loves me.
Again.
Oh.
It's like, geez, can't this guy get any love?
Sucks.
Yeah, T-Dog's got nobody. I thought he was going to hug the zombie in the sweater for a minute there.
Okay.
Like, he's got nobody.
But what a great shot when Andrea saved. I thought for sure she was going to reach out and just hit the guy. But no, the samurai sword comes out.
Yeah.
And he's got pets. He's got zombie pets.
Wait, what did you just say, Keven?
I don't think it's a he.
What's that?
It's a she.
It's a she.
It's
a she. Definitely a she.
I thought it was a she.
She was a character in the comic book.
And he's confirming.
She is an African-American lady named Michonne.
Oh, T-Bone's got a lady.
Yeah, finally.
All right, so tell us some more, Ben.
Yeah, what do we know from the books?
Well,
way to make it racist, by the way.
Yeah, always.
Just assume that the black woman's going to go with T-Dog.
No, you know what? You know why? I'll tell you why we've come a long way. Because if this were the 60s, T-Bone would have been killed in the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Done. But we keep him around now.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, maybe this is a girl for Daryl, though.
We really evolved.
No. We got to get him somebody. He's got to be with another black person. You know that.
I'll tell you what.
We can't have a racial.
Just give him something to do would be nice. That would be fun.
All right, so go ahead, Ben, please.
Well, they are. Okay, the last shot of the episode, we saw it zoomed out to a prison, which was a major setting in the books. So it looks like they're going to be following that storyline.
So Michonne is her name? Michonne?
Yeah, okay. Michonne. Michonne.
Okay, Michonne.
Yeah.
And tell us about her.
Well, she...
And her pets.
At least in the books. So we don't know if they're going to stick to it.
Yeah, she's just kind of a wanderer, and she finds the prison. And Rick says, you can stay with us, but you got to get rid of the zombies. We don't want that.
Oh, really? That's the best part.
No, it's the best.
So she decides to continue wandering?
She just cuts their heads off and walks in.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah. That's what she does in the nice. So she decides not to wander. She wants to hang out with these people for a little bit.
And she gets pretty close with Rick, and they are kind of a killer team.
Whoa.
And there's going to be a new antagonist of the show.
Nice.
Robert Kirkman has confirmed this on Keven and Bean. His name is the Governor.
The Governor.
And
he's an antagonist now.
Very much so.
Meaning in some way he's in cahoots with walkers?
No, he is a terrible person.
Just a terrible person.
In the prison?
He's not in the prison.
He's not.
But you know what?
He is associated with.
But it seems to me by being called the Governor, is he like in charge of whatever's left of society?
He's in charge of another city.
Oh, a city! Wow.
They play. They take survivors, and every city or every society needs entertainment.
So that's like the Coliseum.
Pretty much, the survivors fight walkers in a Coliseum, and it's
Thunderdome.
It's pretty crazy, and I really hope they go there.
And so he must have like some kind of army that is able to hold down the zombies.
Oh yes, yes he does.
I'd like to see some Thunderdome
Good
stuff.
stuff.
We were watching the episode, and I was thinking
that's why I was.
You almost make it. You almost make me want to read.
That's why I was.
No, I'm just now that I know it's a show.
Yeah, that's right. No, we're totally hooked in now.
I started reading the comics because of the show, and
that's cheating.
Now that when I saw that stuff, I got super excited because I so hope that they do all that.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Wow, it's so good to have Bengineer.
It is. Bengineer, you're a very valuable asset.
Why, thank you.
I want to see
Ben. So did you watch the Jersey Shore finale on Thursday night? No,
I can't say I did.
Okay, all right.
Well, you can go back and at least listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I need you to go watch the first 5 seasons of it, and then meet me back for hopefully. No, you'll do Pauly D with me.
That's right.
Okay.
I love your insight on that.
Dissertation.
Cannot wait.
So, but the imagery of Michonne, without knowing who she was, the dark samurai
and the pets with the armless,
armless pets. Those were great.
They're very well behaved.
They are
very well behaved.
Very docile.
I totally agree with what Ben's saying. I would love to see this thing from going from whiny "let's survive" to more what we like, and let's turn this into a sport.
And
now.
by the way,
let's get a Coliseum going. going on.
And to speak to you guys' point about the boredom of the farm, now imagine if like we can actually see cities and functioning cities and evil leaders, and
that's why this is just so great, because there's so much great stuff in those
cities. And I don't, you know, that's the thing. I want them to be nomadic. I want them to go to these different cities with different things happening. I don't want them to be in one place forever.
I think they will, and I well, now I think they will from hearing.
But it worries me that they're in a prison now, which just is a bigger farm.
No. There's a lot of crazy stuff in the prison already.
All right. Okay,
You'll
good.
see next season.
Okay, good.
You have to move eventually. We talked about this last week. It's like if you live in the farm and you keep going into town, you keep stealing Twinkies. You know, nobody's refilling the Twinkies in the town, so eventually you have to move.
Exactly. So, and we see what happens when you move. It's interesting. It's exciting.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd be
meet
bored.
up with wanderers who have samurai swords that decapitate zombies. I mean, that's great.
Hey, it's an efficient weapon, especially when we know the zombies aren't exactly athletes.
And I'm excited, you guys, that this is going to be back in the fall.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm so tired of the HBO model.
Yeah. 18 months later.
Well, Mad Men because of the contract dispute.
Yeah, exactly.
But that 18 months. I say, really? You know, so I'm really glad that they didn't do this.
You lose your audience.
And they'll probably split the shows, I bet you, 8 and 8, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I like
don't mind that either.
It keeps us, you know.
So they do. That's how they do it in Britain. So you had 8 episode seasons. So that's fine too.
Fucking Brits.
Yeah. Bad teeth.
When Rick showed back up, showed up at the farm, and he shot that zombie. And it was like zombie guts going on the back of Herschel's head.
Yeah, when he saved Herschel.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Turned his head, huge
that was a
red,
great little
bloody spot.
Now, here's the thing. They can do that, attention to detail, just with the makeup. Why can't you do that with the writing?
Just a little bit more.
Because that's just really good
stuff.
You know
what it is? And because they're doing...
We know the makeup guys are hitting it out of the park.
Well, yeah, they're killing it.
But
they're showing up the others.
If talking to directly, if we could, to the producers... You're doing the heavy work. You're doing the stuff no one else could do. You have this amazing series. We all give you so much credit.
Yeah.
So the stuff we're saying to do is easy.
Yeah.
We're not looking. I'm not like throwing rocks at you like I could do so much better. Like no,
not at all.
You guys do amazing. You just gotta a couple of these little details. Not hard.
Yeah.
Not hard to fix.
Yeah. You just gotta.
But. I need to say, I'm even more excited hearing from Benjineer.
Yeah.
About what's coming.
Yeah, about what's coming.
That's cheating, though. You're telling us what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, now you have to watch season 3.
I think our fans will, I think we threw them a bone.
Well, we're watching season 3 either way now.
Yeah.
But
we were going to watch it anyway, but let's call it what it is.
Right. Hey, what about, I have to talk about when they, so this is after they left the farm and he's with Herschel and Carl and they're at the where they left Sophie. And Rick's gonna just take it. What was that big struggle with Herschel telling Rick, no, you gotta take care of you only have one job now, and Carl going, no, I'm not leaving without mom. And that seemed like another manufactured,
like a test to see how easy it is going to be to leave the wife.
Yeah, it's like, why is it?
If I was Rick, I'd be like, you're exactly right. I'm out of here. Let's go.
Exactly. It's like, what? It just seemed ridiculous.
Leave her a
note.
Just superfluous.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
Like, there was just another one. I was going, why? It just didn't feel organic or sincere.
And again,
at all.
If you want it for dramatic purposes, find a reason for them to consider leaving.
Right.
So they're just about to leave and then people come in.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the way.
No, it was manufactured.
Should we meet them here? They're not going to be here. Yeah. How are they going to know to come here? Who knows? They could be dead. Yeah. I think
the better one for me was T-Dog and Lori.
Yeah, that was his big scene, T-Dog.
T-Dog finally had a scene. You're in the truck, and they're on the way. We're heading east. No, we're not going. And Lori's saying, no, everybody's back. They're going to be back where we left Sophie. They're going to... No, that's suicide going back there.
The one
she
big
just opens the door.
Yeah, the one big chance he had was like, I'm the man now because we're leaving everybody.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you're not. Turn around. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so
crazy.
By going back to the highway was his call?
No, it was Lori's call.
Lori's call.
He finally succumbed. Said, okay, fine. Because she was going to get out on her own with one of the daughters, Herschel's daughter. So.
Yeah, another useless one. The one who tried to kill herself, and now they're going out of their way to save her.
Exactly.
John, remember when we worked at Disney, they would hire like they brought in a black writer to write for a black character. So do you think they should get a black writer for this show to help with T-Bone?
No, they should just get a writer that gives a crap and wants to do something with that character.
Or get a black writer.
Or get a black. I mean, whoever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But let's talk Daryl. We haven't talked Daryl. What's badass Daryl?
Daryl is awesome.
On the bike and everything.
I love Daryl.
So like Terminator 2, just driving around with his gun.
No, he's just great because he's you would think he's the least likely guy to be as heroic and as like.
And of course, how'd you find us? Oh, we saw this guy's taillight squiggling all over the road. Had to be an Asian driver.
Yeah, it was great.
And you need that.
So he had a sense of humor after that epic battle.
Everybody did. They needed that.
He's gonna come up big next season.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I really loved the way they were starting him until he got shot, and then he kind of was out of the picture for like 3 or 4 episodes, and
they stuck him in the woods.
Exactly.
And
without Shane, we need him.
Yeah, we do.
We need an ass kicker.
We need that exactly, and I know they're gonna make Andrea an ass kicker as well.
Right.
So, and now of course we'll have Michonne, who's clearly
very much so
got some skills.
Yep.
So she's gonna be good too. But I got
now really if Andrea ends up saying, "Hey, thanks for effing leaving me, you guys," then I buy that.
Right.
That's something I would buy. That's a human thing of like, oh my God, we didn't leave you. We always hectic. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know.
Andrea doesn't have any like special connection to any one of the characters. Like it was Shane.
Yeah, because he's dead.
And so nobody was like, hey, we should go back for Andrea.
No,
they're like, hey, we're
not so. They listen. When you go through trauma like that with people for that long a period of time, you obviously bond.
Yeah.
And
I get it, but I'm saying.
Yeah, and I thought it was strange.
You brought it up before, like Herschel and Rick, and Rick's like.
But
we got to leave, and you can't go after the mom.
But that's their team. They've all been through a lot together.
Which is why it was surprising that Rick was so ready to leave.
Right. Well,
and not go look for her.
Well, that's my point. Is why didn't anybody go after her to find Andrea? T-Dog kept saying,
especially when they said we
saw her go down.
Right.
I think she went down. We're pretty sure she went down.
Right. And they looked for Sophia. Is it Sophia? Whatever it is, the kid. For what? 7
episodes.
And they don't take 5 minutes to go.
Right? They only looked hard for one episode. After that, they're like casually looking after breakfast around 10:30.
It felt like if they were laying, if they were laying down, if they laid down some hints, that they were arcing. To be like, listen, now it's like we have to stop being so emotional about this, but I didn't see any of that.
Yeah. So if Andrea gets back into the little group with the new like ninja person,
right?
Should she be saying, "Hey, why didn't you come for more?" Or should
she
be like,
she should
"Hey,
be
it is
either
what
pissed,
it is."
Or I think the harder choice is to say, "You know what? I would have done the same thing."
Like, I mean, is she going to come back being mad, or is she going to come back just saying, "Hey,
I don't know.
It was cool. Like, glad I found you. Now we're all back together again."
Yeah.
But I think she'd have a reason, or at least she'd say, I know I can't trust you guys.
Exactly.
I'll work with you. We'll work together. But guess what? If the shoes goes on the other foot, I'll remember that.
That's right.
They need a more efficient system.
So,
buddy system.
Benjamin,
they do need a buddy system.
They need a buddy system.
What do we know of the character Andrea at the prison? Does she get? I'm sure she hooks back up with everybody.
Well, it's very different because in the prison, Dale is alive, and she and Andrea are like a couple, or he and Andrea, not she. Dale is a man, and they were not forced off of the farm. They all went on their own. So she really had nothing that special. Like,
so there was.
So you're saying she's back if she doesn't get another TV deal between now and this, in the start of season 3.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah,
exactly.
So what do you think? Commercial and then predictions?
Yes, let's do it. Benjamin, if you would be as kind, take us to a break, please.
I will do so.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after-shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
we're back. So we got predictions.
And now,
prediction
your
sound
AfterBuzz
effects.
TV.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
You guys are classy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Nothing but class.
Sir Richard Wentworth.
With a capital K. So.
Okay.
Well, we've heard so much about
Benjineer gave
Oh my
us.
God.
Sorry about that.
No, that's great.
I love
that, man. So I think Andrea does come back. I think she's pissed. I think she doesn't trust anybody, and she has all the reason to. And then you've got some real good conflict because it's legitimate. So that will happen.
Yeah.
Lori's still going to be a pain in the ass.
Lori's going to be a pain in the butt.
If Andrea comes back, and I hope she does, because I think she's an asset to their team.
Yeah.
Who's she going to be mad about? Because if there's going to be a conflict, it's got to be with one person specifically.
Well, probably Rick.
Well,
Rick,
yeah, but
Right.
she's going to be pissed at everybody just because. Did you come back and did you even try to have him come back and get me? Did you just follow along with everybody else?
Maybe the conflict is a little bit with T-Dog because he's the one that said, I saw her go down. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's not.
It won't last long.
It's not going to last long.
No, it can't because that gets boring. But I can see the trust not being there and that having an effect later because maybe she won't be so helpful to do other things for other people or whatever. I
kind of see that as less of an issue than some of the other conflicts that I think could come up.
But based on the conflicts that do come up.
Well, we know that Carl is going to be mad at his dad for shooting Shane because when he said, "Oh, I shot my best friend," Carl started crying like a little girl. So we know that's going to be an issue.
Well, he knifed Shane, but he ended up killing him. So
yeah.
So is he just crying because Shane's dead or because he saw his dad knife him?
No, it was. Carl wasn't sure how
Rick died. Shane died.
Yeah.
But he did know.
And then he turned around and
but he
said,
did shoot him, and Rick said to him, he goes, that wasn't Shane.
Right.
So
he meant
knows
zombie Shane.
Right. He knows that he had to put down.
But he didn't say
who killed him.
He didn't say who killed him, and they asked him 3-4 times throughout the episode, and he kept dodging the question.
Yeah.
And when he got mad toward the end and he was yelling, and he said, "I shot my best," or "I killed my best friend for you," that's when Carl started crying immediately.
I was like,
okay, so the Carl is going to be mad at his dad for a little while.
I'm sorry, I know this is a prediction, but why the hell is he explaining any of that to anybody? He did what he needed to do.
You know, I was thinking about that too, and I was going to ask you, being the writer, I was like, does he have to explain it because we all saw it?
No, yeah.
Like, couldn't he just lie about it and the rest of us be like, it's cool?
Yeah.
You know, as viewers, he could be like, you know what? He totally came at me hard. It was bad.
Way more interesting if he didn't explain it.
Yeah.
Because then everybody would be still guessing what happened and stuff. Then there's this thing there, which, the big white elephant in the room that nobody talks about. That would have been the interesting thing. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so
what else you got?
Well, I don't.
What else?
I don't know.
Benjineer.
If, Andrea will have the same reaction you guys think she will.
Okay, why is that?
That just seems like her old character. You know, like before.
What I had said before we got into predictions, she came back and if she said, I did done the same thing.
That's what I think she'll do.
Do you think she'll do that?
Yeah,
okay.
after.
Like she's just gonna come back and say, "Glad I found you. Let's go kick some butt."
Especially after Dale died, she seems like very humbled and just. She's trying to be a better person, and she understands people and what they have to do.
Well, I think it's
after meeting Michonne, I think she'll probably be like, "Look who I found. She's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm alive.
Yeah. She's gonna come back as the hero. Like, check it out. You left me for dead, but I'm not mad because I brought a ninja with 2 crazy pets.
Yeah, and it seems like the other thing is, if it were me, who cares why they left? In one sense, because my survival is predicated on how I can insulate myself with other people to help me sort off those things. So whatever is going on, you're gonna have to swallow it anyway if you want to be part of a group to try to survive. That's my thinking.
What do you think, Kevin?
Well, I think I'm excited to come back for season 3. I'm excited, and I'm more excited that Ben mentioned all this stuff.
Yeah,
because I definitely don't want to be stuck in a prison for.
No.
But even if there's exciting things inside that prison, not just them and zombies coming in there.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's like I said before. It's kind of what I wanted in a season finale because it's not such a cliffhanger. It's just like they ended it. They ended this chapter. Now there's a whole new chapter.
Right.
We don't have to worry about the damn farm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be fine till the fall.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to a new location, some new drama.
What I do hope is that they take what was really successful about this episode in my mind, which was give me more of the stuff, the action and all that other stuff, and just take a lot less time with the whiny stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean they have to do it, but there was plenty of good killing in this episode, which I thought was
and I
good.
think we really could have done. We could do without Carol.
Yeah,
could have done that, Carol.
I think we can do without Carol.
I don't know who watches the show, but Hyundai, you should step up with some more cars. That junk that they're driving right now.
See what this is? That's a sign of me ripping up my notes.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, let's get that music in here,
let everybody know where they can see you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Check out my show with Adam Carolla called CarCast at acecarcast.com and my website, motorator.com.
Okay.
At Undergaro, and please, again,
vote.
Yeah, even though Maria can't dance, and it may very well suck.
No,
just please
awesome.
call in and vote for
her.
Because see what happens is she'll be distracted and she won't see how much money this place is siphoning away from her account. Right. So that'll keep us on the air.
All right, a quick plug for me. We produced a short a couple of months ago. It is now premiering at the Beverly Hills Short Film Festival. Part of it was shot right here at AfterBuzz TV.
Nice.
For that, I have to thank Keven Undergaro, Maria Menounos, and Phil Svitek. So go take a look at it. Saturday, March 24th, 4 p.m., the Beverly Hills Shorts Film Festival.
What's the name of the movie?
Oh, God, thank you. The name of the movie is Fall of Night. It was
Fall of Night.
Produced by me and another AfterBuzzer, Tamara Berg, along with Stephen Hawes, and written and directed by Ross Revento. So Fall of Night, Beverly Hills Shorts Film Festival.
Wow,
Saturday the 24th.
Congratulations.
Some real filmmakers in this company.
That's it. What else we got? That's it, Ben.
What's up, baby?
All right, Ben, anything to say?
Nope.
All right. On behalf of Bengineer, Matt Andrea, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, I'm John Comerford saying thank you much for listening.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.